Hey everyone, welcome to BrickVault. My name is Jack. Today is a LEGO City set review, and this is a 2014 set that just happened to appear at the LEGO store the other day, so I decided to pick it up. It is the train station. The age recommendation is for 5 to 12. It is set number 60050, and it has 423 pieces. Included are 5 minifigs, a single little taxi, but what really grabbed my eye, of course, is the structure for the train station. I think this is gonna fit in really well with our LEGO City. All right, let's see how many bags we got inside. Okay, so inside the box we've got 5 bags, well technically 6. This is an unmarked bag full of some plates and some larger bricks. We've got 3 manuals, they're all pretty crinkled up, and a few train track pieces as well as some stickers. So 400 something pieces, not gonna be too long of a build. So the train station set is done. It's a really big play area. I really didn't think it was going to be nearly as big as this, but that is often the case with these LEGO sets. And we're getting some great details here, despite the fact that it is an extremely simple build. There are some benches by the tracks with a trash can and a couple of monitors above with sticker detailing that shows the times to either the city center or the airport. We've also got a simple print for a clock hanging out in the front and a sticker with city station that's over the front doors that lead out to the outside. In the other area, we have a tiny little restaurant, which usually has pretty poor quality food at a very high price, and our chef seems to be holding a hot dog in his tongs. It's actually relatively well furnished in here. There's a croissant, a coffee machine with a mug, as well as some containers that I think either have pepper or spices or cheese or something, because they're also selling pizza. And there's no register, but we do have a computer in the back. I think there's a lot of space in here. You can fit a couple of minifigs if you'd like, and though the detailing, as you can see, is very, very simple, this is an incredibly sort of economical build. I mean, there's just not very many parts included in this set, and I think they did an excellent job with just how little pieces there are. Now, on the outside, on the corner section of this part of the train station, we've got a city map, and maybe that is the computer that would give out maybe tickets or tokens, or possibly it's an ATM machine. And then we can whip on over to the other side of the build, and I don't know why this is such a common thing within LEGO City sets, but yes, they do have a LEGO store, a mini LEGO store within the train station. I do like the build for the LEGO display. We've gotten things similar to this in the past. Those are all sticker details, by the way, but I can tell you right now, when we do some custom modification to this build here, I'm probably going to be using this LEGO store setup for a different part of the city. You can also see in the center there is a small staircase. That is, of course, what leads from the street or whatever's happening on the outside, so you can go into the actual station and on through to the train. Now, the tracks fit on very simply to these slope pieces that stick out below, and the nice smooth build for the overhang kind of keeps this place enclosed and keeps the build just a little bit more solid. All in all, I'd say this is an excellent play space, and it's a rather huge structure for such a small amount of pieces. We also do get this little taxi build. Granted, I've seen other 4-stud wide taxi builds that look better than this one. I got to admit, the design for the shape of the car is extremely generic. We've seen cars that look exactly the same as this, just in different colors, and the taxi stickers are kind of big and sort of cartoony. I'm not really a big fan of this build at all, but what is nice is that there's also a bicycle included in a nice light blue or light azure blue or medium azure. I'm not sure what the name of the color of that is, but I don't think it's a very common color for a bike. And there's even a little rack to lock it up to if you want. And here are the 5 minifigs. Like I mentioned before, we have a chef and he comes with a little hot dog and tongs. This is before that hot dog bun fun piece came out. Then there is a female minifig with a red torso print. I like the detailing for this print. It's not quite as common as some of the other city common torso pieces. Then there's a pretty standard guy here with a green sweater, blue pants, with a pretty generic hairpiece and face piece, as well as this next fig with kind of these gray-blue pants. I think that's a blue sport jacket and, well, a nice smiley face. And the last guy is a little bit different. This is the traffic conductor at the station, where he might be security. It looks like he's got a pen in his pocket. Maybe he is checking tickets, making sure people don't get too close to the edge of the tracks. And that baton he holds, I believe, is supposed to help direct the trains that are coming and going. Now here's the set all together. I think it is excellent for the price. 5 relatively generic minifigs, but a giant play area. And in terms of a building setup, it actually has a lot of nice things going for it. I like the fact that the platform itself is raised up. That is realistic and adds for a nice sort of extra dimension. But I think I've talked up this set enough. It's time to add it to the Lego City. Bare minimum modifications have been made so it can fit onto 2 different 16 by 32 base plates. As you can see, our train tracks are 9 volts, so we're not going to be using the tracks that came with this set. And the tracks that are in our city are built up with a ballast around it. So we've got to build it up. I believe it is 2 plate sizes higher, which means we might have to add an extra step. But there's also just a little bit extra space in between what is the road and where this open-faced end of the station is, leading out towards the side of the street there. So I think what would make this look a lot nicer for future development is maybe to close off this area that's open towards the street. Perhaps not completely close it off, but have some nice large windows that open up there, and maybe building out the roof as well as some signage on the top. That would look nice. But all in all, I'm still glad that we at least have an operating station within the city. This was something that we wanted to add on pretty early on in the development of the city, but now it is finally here, and I'm glad that we got this train station set to be sort of our starting point. As always, I've left a link in the video description below if you want to buy this set, and if you enjoy our content, you can always like or subscribe or check out our other LEGO City development videos. I've left links in the video description below. Once again, this is BrickVault. My name's Jack, and thanks a lot for watching.